Hey Davis Monthan, it's Colonel Mike Drowley. It is 6 April. This is your afternoon update. While it may not look like it, I'm not here right now. I was at a virtual TDY this afternoon doing a board, so that was pretty outstanding that even though this is going on, we're still able to do the things that we need to do for professional development and taking care of our airmen. I know today the thing on everybody's mind is mask guidance and what that means for Davis Monthan. So right now the command team is running through our own specifics for this on where it needs to be worn, who needs to wear it, when it needs to be worn, and how we're going to go about those procedures. So give us a little bit of time as we work through that, and we'll give our refined Davis Monthan guidance out as soon as we possibly can. The big thing that I want everybody to take away from wearing the mask, remember, it's not about protecting you, it's about protecting others. And so the mask really helps when you talk about things where you may be carrying the virus and asymptomatic or not showing symptoms yet, and it'll protect others that may be in that space when you have to do some of that mission essential work that we talk about. So some of the things that we're working through is the procurement of the mask. We've got several efforts going on as far as that's concerned, so we'll try and get them out to everybody as soon as we possibly can. Some of that guidance, but in the interim, if you decide to make your own mask or procure your own mask, some of the guidance that we received is make sure it's neat, clean, safe, uniform, positive military image, conservative, professional, and shows dignity and respect. And so that's what we're using as our guidance to do that procurement, and that's what I would ask everybody to keep in mind if you are going to make your own mask in the meantime. Today, there was a town hall with General Goldfein and Chief Wright trying to answer some of the questions that are going on around the Air Force. There's a lot of forums this week where you can get some questions answered. So tomorrow is a Wing Commander Forum with the Vice Chief of Staff of the Air Force. On Wednesday, Chief and I's favorite event, Virtual Boss and Buddy, so we can answer some questions there. On Thursday, Wing Commanders plus Squadron Commanders are doing another town hall with COMAC with General Holmes. And then on Friday, we're doing the Key Spouse Forum. So there is a number of forums and Tiger teams trying to figure out, like, how do we get back to readiness? How is PCS season going to work? So we're still getting a lot of answers that should be coming to us from Headquarters Air Force. Locally, on Thursday, we're going to do our commander decision update. So a lot of things like the closure of the child care facilities, after-school programs, student youth programs, and those kind of things. We'll provide updates on where we are for reopening those facilities or if we need to keep them closed for a little bit longer. But this week is a good week to get your questions answered. So if you have some of those questions, make sure you think about them. And between these forums, we'll try and get some answers out to the team. Finally, if you look at the trend data that's going on in some of the modeling, the crest, if you will, for our area is still out on the horizon, maybe 7 days, 10 days, 14 days down the road, but it hasn't hit us in full yet. So I would ask everybody to continue preparing, make sure that you're ready for that, stay disciplined with the procedures, and most importantly, stay connected with one another as we go through this. So we'll keep an eye on the way that Pima County, Tucson is looking, but we know that that horizon is about 7 days out into the future, and so that's what we as a team are getting ready for. I heard Chief's shout out this morning to the spouses, and again, I would very much like to appreciate the spouse and the work that they are doing here at Davis Monthan. My two specific hero shout outs today is one to the 79th Squadron. They made me a mask. I couldn't have done this in a million years if you would have paid me $1 million. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And then to our resiliency teams. When you look at Chief Master Sergeant retired Vince Howard, to our Chaplains Corps, to our MFLACs, to mental health, they are all focused on trying to provide as many resources as they can for personnel that are dealing with stress, trying to stay connected, and they have a lot of initiatives that they are rolling out and aggressively working for the team. So my hero shout out today goes to our resiliency teams. They're doing some amazing work, and they're going to continue to work this for as long as it takes to make sure our team exits out on the back end stronger than we started. That's all I have for today. Look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. At the end of this, or in another video clip, Public Affairs team is going to put out some guidance on how to do some of those homemade masks that the Surgeon General provided. So look for that if you want to try and make your own. I know I'm not capable of doing it, but there's plenty of handy folks out there that are. That's all I got for today. Rescue and attack.